Imagine journeying back in time, over 3,000 years, to the golden age of Egypt's new kingdom. Deep in the south, carved directly into a mountainside, a pharaoh constructs a monument so colossal, so breathtaking, that its very existence defies belief. This isn't a fantasy. This is the story of Abu Simbel. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're re-exploring one of the most magnificent and ambitious architectural feats in human history, the great temple complex of Abu Simbel. So, grab your virtual explorer's hat, because we're about to uncover the secrets of a king who wanted to live forever. Our story begins with one of ancient Egypt's most powerful and celebrated rulers, Ramesses II, often known as Ramesses the Great. He reigned for an astonishing 66 years, from 1279 to 1213 BC, a period of immense prosperity and military might. Ramesses wasn't just a warrior king, he was a master builder and a brilliant propagandist. He understood that to secure his legacy, he needed to leave an indelible mark on the landscape of Egypt, one that would shout his greatness for millennia to come. And what better way to do that than by building temples? Ramesses commissioned building projects on a scale never seen before, from the Ramesseum to his additions at Karnak and Luxor. But his most audacious project lay far to the south, in Nubia, a region rich in gold and a critical trade route. Here, on the west bank of the Nile River, he decided to create Abu Simbel. But why here? The location was strategic. Building such a massive monument in Nubia was a powerful statement of Egyptian dominance and control over this valuable territory. It was a message to the Nubians, and to any rival powers, that the might of Ramesses the Great reached even the furthest corners of his empire. It was political architecture at its finest. Construction began around 1264 BC. For the next 20 years, countless workers, engineers, and artisans toiled under the scorching sun. They weren't building with bricks and mortar. They were carving, chiseling, and shaping a living mountain. The sheer logistics are mind-boggling. They had to transform a solid rock cliff into two awe-inspiring temples. Let's start with the larger of the two, the Great Temple. Its facade is one of the most iconic images of ancient Egypt. Four colossal statues, each over 20 meters tall, depict Ramesses II seated on his throne. Think about that, each statue is as tall as a 6-story building. He wears the double crown of Upper and Lower Egypt, a symbol of his unified kingdom. Even after thousands of years, and despite one statue being damaged by an ancient earthquake, their scale is humbling. They were designed to inspire awe and reverence in all who saw them, projecting an image of the pharaoh as a living god on earth. Flanking these giants are smaller statues of Ramesses' family members: his mother, Queen Tuja, his principal wife, the beautiful Nefertari, and several of his children. It was a family portrait on a divine scale, but the true magic begins when you step inside. The entrance leads into a grand hypostyle hall, where the roof is supported by 8 more colossal statues of Ramesses, this time depicted as the god Osiris, lord of the underworld. The walls are covered in intricate reliefs celebrating his greatest and perhaps most famous military achievement, the Battle of Kadesh. These carvings show Ramesses as a heroic warrior, single-handedly charging into battle against the Hittites, his chariot leading the Egyptian army to a glorious victory. Now, historically, the Battle of Kadesh was more of a strategic stalemate, but Ramesses was a master of public relations. On the walls of his temple, he was the undisputed hero, the divine protector of Egypt. This was his story, and he was sticking to it. Deeper within the temple, past a second pillared hall, lies the sanctuary, the holiest part of the temple. Here, carved from the bedrock, sit 4 figures: Ptah, the creator god of Memphis; Amun-Ra, the king of the gods, a deified Ramesses himself; and Ra-Horakhty, a sun god. Ramesses placed himself among the gods, erasing any doubt about his divine status. And this is where the genius of the ancient Egyptian architects truly shines. They aligned the entire temple with such incredible precision that twice a year, on dates thought to be around February 22nd and October 22nd, something miraculous happens. As the sun rises on these days, its rays penetrate a 65-meter depth of the temple, illuminating the sanctuary. The light touches the faces of Amun-Ra, Ramesses, and Ra-Horakhty. The only statue that remains in shadow is Ptah, the god associated with the underworld and darkness. This biannual event, known as the solar alignment, was a powerful symbol of the pharaoh's rebirth and connection to the divine cosmos. It's an astronomical and engineering marvel that still astounds us today. But Ramesses didn't stop there. Just a short distance away, he commissioned a second, smaller temple. While the great temple was dedicated to him and the primary male gods, this one was dedicated to the goddess Hathor, and most significantly, to his beloved wife, Queen Nefertari. The facade of the small temple is unique. Instead of just the pharaoh dominating the entrance, we see 6 standing statues, each about 10 meters tall. 4 of them depict Ramesses, but to portray Nefertari, shown with the attributes of Hathor. In an unprecedented move for the time, Nefertari's statues are the same height as her husband's. The inscription reads, "He who is strong in justice, the beloved of Amun, has made this temple for his great royal wife, for whom the sun does shine." Inside, the reliefs celebrate the queen. We see her making offerings to the gods and being crowned by God. This temple is a testament to the deep affection and high esteem in which Ramesses held Nefertari. It was a public declaration of love, immortalized in stone. For over 3,000 years, Abu Simbel stood sentinel on the banks of the Nile, gradually falling into disuse and eventually being buried by the shifting desert sands. The temples were lost to the Western world until 1813, when they were rediscovered by a Swiss explorer named Johann Ludwig Burck. He saw the top of the great temple-esque facade peeking out from the sand and knew he had stumbled upon something extraordinary. It took several more years before the Italian explorer Giovanni Belzoni managed to clear the entrance and venture inside in 1817, reintroducing this lost wonder to the world. But the greatest threat to Abu Simbel came not from time or sand, but from progress. In the 1960s, the construction of the Aswan High Dam threatened to submerge the temples forever beneath the rising waters of the newly formed Lake Nasser. The world was faced with a terrible choice: lose this priceless heritage or attempt the impossible. What happened next was one of the most ambitious and remarkable feats of archaeological and engineering collaboration in history. UNESCO launched a global appeal, and nations from around the world came together to save Abu Simbel. The plan was audacious. They would cut the entire temple complex, both the Great Temple and the Small Temple, into massive blocks, some weighing up to 30 tons. Between 1964 and 1968, a multinational team of experts meticulously sawed the temples apart, piece by piece, over 1,000 blocks in total. Then, they moved these massive stone puzzle pieces to a new location, 65 meters higher and 200 meters back from the riverbank. They were then painstakingly reassembled against a specially constructed artificial mountain. The team worked with incredible precision to recreate the original orientation, ensuring that the miraculous solar alignment would continue to occur on the new site, just as it had for millennia. The relocation of Abu Simbel was a resounding success and a powerful symbol of global cooperation to preserve our shared human history. Today, when you visit Abu Simbel, you are seeing a monument that has not only survived the passage of 3,000 years but has also been rescued from the brink of destruction by modern ingenuity. Abu Simbel is more than just a temple. It's a story of love, power, and a pharaoh's quest for immortality. It's a testament to the genius of ancient builders and the dedication of modern preservationists. It stands as a powerful reminder that some things are so magnificent, so important to our collective story, that they are truly worth saving. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey to ancient Egypt. What part of Abu Simbel's story fascinates you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more adventures into the past. We'll see you in the next one.